YouTube, what it do? It's your boy K Been Away, and I'm back with another video. And today's video topic is going to be about if you complain, then you will stay the same. And kind of with that, it's pretty self-explanatory, at least to me. If you complain, you will remain the same person, without a doubt. Because when you're complaining, that just means you're blaming others. You're putting the blame off of yourself. And for me, that was something that was big and prevalent in my own life. I was always blaming others. I was always putting it on other people. I was always saying it was somebody else's fault. Whether it was my parents for the way I was eating, whether it was my grandparents for always offering me stuff. But I always had a choice. I always could say no, but did I? No, because I was gluttonous, because I was greedy. And then I would blame others, and then people would always give me all these other excuses to help me feel better. But they should have just told me that I was being a fat ass and I needed to stop it, because then maybe that would have helped me. But no, they empowered me to complain, to be weak, to be soft. And if you complain, then you will remain the same. The one thing that I'm starting to learn about this life is nobody cares as much as you think they do. Nobody's going to support you and be there for you like you're going to be there and support yourself and be there for you. That's it. That's the bottom line. Not a woman, not your mom, not your dad, nobody. You, yourself. Kenndel, I understand that I'm the only person who's going to care about this dream. I'm the only person who's going to drive this dream. And that's it. I can't depend on nobody. And I have to accept that. And once I start to realize that, at the end of the day, I'm the only person who can see this vision. I'm the only person who's got the drive to keep moving forward. But I can't be bashful or be mad at others. I can't expect myself out of others because this is not their dream, it's mine. And once I started to understand that and really take that in, and my chest cleared up. It was less tight, less anxious. Because nobody's going to care about your dream like you do. It's just like when you work for somebody else, you don't care about this job as much as the company owner, the CEO, the person who runs it, the person who is named after, whatever. You get what I'm saying? Because it hurts a little more. Me and my mentor was talking about this today. He talked about if something somebody says about you hurts you, it's because you either A, really care about it, or because it's true, or it's a little bit of both. And I was like, damn, that's deep. Like, I've never looked at it from that perspective. But if somebody got mad at me, this is literally what he said. If somebody told me, oh, your hair is blue, psh, why would that matter? My hair is not blue. Cool, nice opinion, whatever. Like, it wouldn't mean anything. But when people say things that hurt you and hold value over you, that you truly believe that that's who you are, it hits a little different. That's why if somebody would have called me out and told me I'm just complaining and being a soft ass, being a little bitch, that probably would have helped me, because that would have been true. And for me, it's very much like I'm starting to understand about this life and all these different things is that the only way is through. There is no shortcut to this shit. There is no shortcut in this thing that we call life. It's just work, more work, and work. But not work to death. You still got to have your priorities together. Because at the end of the day, none of these jobs give a fuck about you for real. And you drop dead, you're replaced the next day. I promise. And I'm starting to realize that me even looking back on my own life, if I would have did less complaining, if I would have did more work, if I would have understood the value of work, somebody would have broke it down to me a little more. What what could have been? This guy that sits in front of you today has always been there, but he was scared, unwilling, fearful of what others might think of him. And I didn't have nobody leading me. I didn't have nobody telling me. And I let everybody tell me that complaining was okay. But that wasn't okay. Because at the end of the day, there is no shortcuts to becoming a disciplined man. There is no shortcuts to becoming a successful man. There is no shortcuts to getting in shape. And I'm not talking about just getting in shape and getting skinny. I'm talking about getting lean and shredded and getting muscles and all that. There is no shortcut. There is no magic pill. There is no Ozempic. There is no GLP-1. There is no carnivore diet. There is nothing but the truth and hard work. That's it. You can't shortcut this shit. There is no shortcut in the work. Anything that comes fast doesn't last. Do it long, and it will pay you forever. Anything fast doesn't last. Being patient, delaying gratification, staying down till you come up, being not complaining, but just working. Some days may be better than others. Some days you may work a little less. Some days you may work a little harder. But if you keep making sure you're stepping in that right direction every single day, regardless of your feelings, and only doing action, there's a motherfucker out there half as talented as you, half as the person that you are. But just because they're doing instead of talking, they're becoming more of themselves. They're becoming more than you. And not trying to compare, but just trying to give you some understanding, give you some insight. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, what are we all here doing this shit for? To become successful, to be something. And some of us, it takes all different shapes and sizes. There is no one shoe fits all for success. Success may be different for you than it is for me. But whatever that success looks like, you should be out there chasing it. Whether it's working a 9 to 5 while doing a little side hustle, freaking it on the side with some coaching, and maybe one day you wanted to get into some fitness type stuff, that's cool. But at the end of the day, if you complain, you will remain the same. And either way, the time is going to pass. Cave in a way out.